Hey, good morning, everybody. It's afternoon now. Stephanie Sherman coming to you live during the weekdays to talk about legal issues. And today I want to talk about the statute of limitations. This is probably the most important thing you need to understand if you have a potential case. And that could be a breach of contract, defamation, personal injury, sexual assault, deceptive trade practices, consumer fraud, commercial litigation, anything like that is governed by a statute of limitations. And that basically is lingo for deadline. Statute of limitations means deadline. When do I have to file a case? So the statute of limitations depends on what kind of case you have. If it's a personal injury case, that's a statute of limitations. If it's a breach of contract case, that's a different statute of limitations. If it is a fraud case or defamation case, that can be another statute of limitations. And even still, if it's a case against the government, there can be very short statute of limitations, maybe even as short as 30 days, 60 days, 6 months. So as soon as you have enough information to know what your case is about and who it's against, you need to find out your deadline. Because if you miss the deadline, it's barred, meaning the defendant will automatically go into court and say it should be dismissed because you're too late. You're too late and your case can get dismissed and you'll never get a recovery. So very important to understand that. There are some exceptions to the statute of limitations. That means that maybe it's extended or the deadline that's in the law doesn't count. And that can be when you have a latent injury, a latent kind of illness such as cancer. So maybe you were exposed to Roundup or pesticide 10 years ago and you just now got non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So the statute of limitations of personal injury, that is 2 years or 3 years depending on what state you're in, that would not apply because it would then kick off from when you were diagnosed with cancer. So that's an exception. Another exception is a minor. A minor that's in a car wreck has until their 18th birthday for that statute of limitations to start clicking away. So minors are an exception. And recently there's been a lot of amendments to sexual assault laws dealing with deadlines to file lawsuits for sexual assault. So some of those states you can have 10 years, 15 years. Louisiana, for example, has no deadline. So those statute of limitations have been amended. Very important to check those things out. I have some statute of limitations posted on my website, and a lot of the stuff is available on the internet. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out and have a great day.